Mark Ruffalo is known for his thoughtful storytelling and his deep commitment to his craft. But in a recent discussion about his latest project, the actor pulled back the curtain on one of the more unusual challenges faced by him and his co stars, mastering what he called the craziest dialect from Pennsylvania. The actor, celebrated for his versatility across indie films, superhero blockbusters, and thought provoking dramas, shed light on how the cast of the new series Task worked tirelessly to adapt their accents for authenticity. According to Ruffalo, the show's creative team was determined to capture the unique cultural and linguistic nuances of the region where the story is set. The Western Pennsylvania dialect, known for its mix of clipped vowels, unusual word choices, and distinct cadence, became an essential part of the project. For many in the cast, it was uncharted territory that required significant training. Ruffalo admitted that even as an actor with years of experience adapting accents, this one pushed him into unfamiliar territory. It's unlike anything else, he said during a recent interview. The words bend differently. The rhythm is its own thing, and if you don't fully commit, it stands out right away. He explained that for actors accustomed to standard American or even British dialect training, the Pennsylvania soundscape was an unexpected curveball. The team brought in dialect coaches who were either native to the area or had spent years studying its speech patterns. Ruffalo described long rehearsals where the cast would sit around reading lines out loud, sometimes pausing for corrections on the smallest details. You could say a single vowel the wrong way, and suddenly you sound like you're from Ohio instead of Pennsylvania, he joked, highlighting how precise the accent work had to be. Despite the difficulty, Ruffalo praised his fellow cast members for their commitment. He noted that the entire group threw themselves into the challenge, often practicing even off camera to stay in character. Some even took to listening to hours of recorded conversations from locals to internalize the rhythms and quirks of the dialect. For Ruffalo, this experience reinforced how language can shape storytelling. An accent isn't just sound, it's history, it's culture, it's identity, he said. He emphasized that capturing the dialect correctly was not simply about authenticity for authenticity's sake, but about honoring the community whose lives and experiences inspired the show. These characters come from a very specific place, and the way they speak reflects everything about who they are, their struggles, their humor, their pride. We couldn't fake that the project, Task, is a drama set against the backdrop of working class Pennsylvania, weaving themes of resilience, family ties, and generational struggles. Ruffalo's role in the series places him at the center of the narrative, but he remains quick to share credit with his co stars, many of whom had to tackle the dialect challenge for the first time. He also acknowledged that the task extended beyond performance. Editors and directors had to carefully ensure that the accents remained consistent across scenes, while writers adapted dialogue to reflect authentic local phrasing without confusing broader audiences. It was a balancing act, Ruffalo said. We wanted to honor the uniqueness of the language, but we also had to make sure people watching from outside the region could follow the story without distraction. In the end, Ruffalo believes the effort paid off. He described how, after months of preparation, the dialect work started to feel natural. By the time we wrapped, I caught myself speaking that way outside of set, he said with a laugh. It really got under our skin. The actor, who has long advocated for the importance of detail in storytelling, sees this as yet another example of why authenticity matters. For him and the Task team, the painstaking work behind perfecting the Pennsylvania dialect was about more than sound. It was about truth. And if Ruffalo's passion is any indication, audiences can expect a series that captures not just the voices of its characters, but the soul of the place they call home.